And it is so wonderful and truly honored and humbled by the presence of luminaries, dignitaries, legends here in this room. Madam, Honorable Consul General, Mrs. NEETA BHUSHAN, thank you very much for sparing your time. It must have been very challenging with your commitment to the work and also other activities and responsibilities that you owe to the government and also your doing. Thank you very much for sparing your time. Yeah. And I request Sri Ram Shanti, the chairman, to invite all of us.
Please accompany Mrs. Bhushan. Please. Mrs. NEETA BHUSHAN joined the Indian Foreign Service in 1994. As a career diplomat, her overseas assignments have included political and information work in Tokyo, Japan, head of the press, culture and information wing in Dhaka, Bangladesh, head of the economic and commercial wing in the Indian Embassy in Berlin. She also worked as director in the Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance, and as Joint Secretary, Parliamentary Coordination in the Ministry of External Affairs. Before joining as Consul General of India in Chicago, she was Deputy Chief of Mission in the Embassy of India in Abu Dhabi. She is married to Chandra Bhushan. He was the Consul General of India in Dubai, and presently he is the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs. She has a daughter and a son. Mrs. NEETA BHUSHAN.
Dear friends, the reason we gather here is to celebrate Sapna at 30. That means it's 30 years of service to the cultural performing arts of India and cultural performing traditions of India in USA for 30 years. And the 30 years Over the span, there were about 1,000 performances. A number of national artists from India performed. And about, I can say, in these 30 years, we have catered to the cultural needs, cultural identity of around 5,000 students across every state in the United States of America. And we have worked with about 500 institutions in the United States and about 800 instructors of performing arts in the United States and also India. And today we are celebrating that glorious effort and service that we have given along with our board members. And I would request our Madam, Honorable Consul General of India, Ms. Natya Ravali, to honor Sapna board members.
Finally.
As Sharda Purna has said, Sapna has been instituted as an organization to preserve, promote, propagate and perpetuate Indian classic traditions in USA and across the globe. Board members are the directors of the board who are here at present. I'd like to start with Mr. Annamacharya Ravali. Dr. Vijay Susarla. Mrs. Dharani Villivalam. Mr. Badri Mirmira. Mr. Madhusudan Vedramudi. Dr. Nagrao. Mrs. Marni Adivasi. Mr. Sharma Konkapaka. Malini Adiraj. Mrs. Padmaja Villaraj. Mr. Sharma Konkapaka. Sir, Mr. Sundar Lapaka is not here, but his wife will receive it.
I can understand.
Mrs. Lavanya Chandrasekhar. And Mr. Murthy Pispati. Mr. Murthy Pispati. Sapna has also want to recognize 3 members from the community who has done distinguished service to the community in various fields. And the first gentleman is Dr. Vijayji Prabhakar, founder chairman, multi-ethnic task force, advisory task force, Congress District, 6th Congress District of Mr. Danny Davis. Dr. Vijay Prabhakar. Mrs. Vasavi Chekka. I think Dr. Prabhakar is going to receive another award for some other gentleman, for Mr. Prasant Shah from India Tribune. Please. He's also a leader managing editor for India Tribune, Dr. Prabhakar. And Mr. Shah could not come for some urgent engagement.
Honorable Consul General, Lady NEETA BHUSHAN, and Dr. Sriram Sonti and Mrs. Sharda Sonti. Congratulations, Sapna at 30. Sapna is a very vibrant organization promoting Indian classical song, music and dance. As you know, the great saint Sri Annamacharya wrote lyrics about Balaji and Venkateshwara. And that was the foundation of Sri Annamacharya Project of North America. We've been very closely associated with the dynamic duo, Dr. Sriram and Sharda Sonti, who have given their life to promote this cause. When they started it 20 years ago, put a small band of followers of Sri Annamacharya, and very meticulously, year after year, using their own resources and funds, have brought some of the finest Indian Carnatic artists, musicians and singers to Chicago. And also, they have held it and thing. I would like to salute you, Pranam, for your wonderful work. And this year, we will be receiving Lifetime Achievement Award from every known organization in India and in the US, because it's a long journey. We all know Kishore Mehta ji, Johnny Pedipata, Narendra Sripada, we all know how difficult it is to run an organization. And for 30 years, it's something phenomenal. Both Dr. Sriram Sonti and Dr. Sharda Purni Sonti were with us in New Delhi when we organized the first World Health Day Summit in Delhi under President Pranab Mukherjee. NIMCARE, which is a not-for-profit organization, and Dr. Vijay Susurla, Sharda ji's sister, was also there. And Dr. Sharda brought a different perspective. The topic, we had 33 countries, 600 international delegates, and she brought a perspective of how, for depression and psychiatry, how important is divinity and music and art and classical literature. And she chaired a session and went off very well. And Pranab Mukherjee ji, that was created, she wanted to do the World Divine Congress. He said when we had so much people with world divinity, we should do an interfaith leadership conference. And so we had Captain Arun Chakrabarti among us, who's here with us, a Kargil war hero of 1990. He was a hero from India. He lost both his legs and he was shot at his waist. And he was unconscious in 13,000 feet when in one of the passes he was hoisting the Indian national flag. He fell unconscious after hoisting the flag or while hoisting the flag, and his blood was frozen. His two best colleagues, he saw them dead just within minutes before. And then he was airlifted at that time after India, just about when India was claiming victory, and he was flown. The government of India takes care of his veterans and soldiers very well. He was flown with 12 others to Austria, Vienna, Austria, for the best treatment in the world. They had a German orthopedic surgeon come in there. His legs were like this. He was hung in a special chamber in Vienna, and he was in coma for 6 months. And the government of India made sure they had the best orthopedic surgeons to come and treat them. And after 6 months of treatment, he had fitted prosthesis and he's here. Let's give him a big clap. We're all here in India, it's because of our soldiers who are protecting us from Pakistan and China. But he wanted, from there, he pledged his life to non-violence, Gandhiism, and he wanted to have, and he's seeing today, the solution is have an interfaith dialogue. As you see, terrorism in our own country, we have witnessed last week, all over the world. So he started a movement, a global movement for interfaith. And he joined up with his comrade, Mr. Krishna Mohanji, who's also with us. Krishna Mohanji, his only own sister, at 19 years, when he was 12 years old, married Shri Pranab Mukherjee. And they lost their parents. So Pranab Mukherjee brought up Krishna Mohanji just like his own son, the eldest son in the family. And so they both have started the National Human Rights Council of India. He is the vice president and Captain Chakrabarti is the national convener. And they were instrumental in having the interfaith dialogue where Arun Chakrabarti ji personally called all the interfaith leaders, Swami Sankaracharya from Kanjipuram, Ramakrishna Mission, Gurkhan chief priest, the Buddhist monk, all of them had come and convened 11 top, including the Archbishop, Bishop, the chief Imam of Delhi, all were there for the World Divine Congress. There again, Sharda Purnaji and Dr. Sriram Sonti organized a special panel, Madam Consul General, of PVS Prasad. You know, he was Prime Minister Narasimha Rao's Principal Secretary, and a very elegant group she brought together in a short notice and enthralled the audience, international audience at World Divine Congress. Pranab ji, who was very pleased with their efforts, wanted to honor her next day with a special congratulations for Sapna co-hosting the World Divine Congress. Unfortunately, Dr. Sharda ji took ill and Dr. Sriram Sonti ji had to rush her back to Chicago and she couldn't be there. So he has requested Krishna Mohanji and Captain Chakrabarti, who are here today, please come up to the stage to please come up, to present a special memento which he was to have given Dr. Sharda ji and Sri Ram ji on June 24th in Hyderabad. We couldn't do it because Dr. Sharda ji took ill and she had to be air-flown back to Chicago. So I now request the Consulate and Krishnamurti ji to present this to Dr. Sri Ram and Sharda ji. Congratulations Dr. Sri Ram and Sharda Ji, Congress Sapna USA, for co-hosting the first GSA World Rally Congress, Hyderabad, India, June 22nd to 24th, 2017. Please give it up to Carbon on video.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to be introduced to you all. It's my pleasure to be introduced to Honorable Consul General of Chicago, Madam BHUSHAN. We all congregated at the city of Hyderabad, and we wanted our Honorable President to be with us. He tried, due to preoccupation he couldn't come, but he had sent across his televised message, and it was read out and shown over your camera by Dr. Vijay Prabhakar. Here we all are happy to hand over, though belated, through Madam Consul General Chicago, to Mr. Soni and Mrs. Soni. It was our long-drawn effort. We couldn't present this memento to Mrs. Soni and Mrs. Sonti due to ailment of Mrs. Sonti. So it is though belated, it has been done. And we are very happy to be here once again. We're leaving Chicago tomorrow, and God willing we'll be coming back again and meet you and to be together. Good night. Thank you.
I request Dr. Prabhakar Gupta to come and honor Consul General, the President of Chairman of the Board, SBS General.
Dr. Sonti, Mrs. Sonti, all the board members, community leaders, guests, friends. First of all, congratulations to Sapna at 30. It is Dr. Sonti and Mrs. Sonti, I mean, what can I say about them? They are like icons here in Chicago. Absolutely, the leaders of the community, not just leaders, they are our path, finders. They show us the way, even from the consulate side. Ever since I have come, I am so impressed with their dedication to promoting Indian culture, music, and doing it in the most humble way. Very, very, humbly, very nice. Anytime you can, I have leaned on them for support whenever I have required, and they have always supported me in my consulate activities, in our community events, and in fact the entire board. I would like to say a big thank you to Sapna. Thank you to all of you for your support, love and affection to me personally, to my consulate, to all the Indian community. We are richer because of you. It is because of you that Indian flag flies so high. Our Kargil war hero is here. I have no words also to describe the sacrifices that our soldiers make, and so that we can have a comfortable existence, so that our boundaries are protected. I salute you, sir, and I wish you all the best. And at this moment, I would also like to remember all our soldiers who are at the war front, protecting us. And I would like to say that whenever we are in need, I mean, the Indian Air Force, Indian Army comes out and rescues us. And we are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. Maybe we are not able to express ourselves, but deep down in the heart, I can tell you, each and every citizen is very proud of your achievements. Thank you so much. Congratulations Sapna once again, and Dr. and Mrs. Sonti for all the hard work that you do, for all the community activities. It is a learning experience for us. Thank you.
She has to go to another event.
Sarthapurna garu, Sriram gariki హార్దిక శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఈ బోర్డు మెంబర్స్ అందరికీ కూడా హార్దిక శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఈ అవార్డు నాకు చాలా humble experience. I teach at the Chinmaya Mission Chicago, and that's one of my very fulfilling services I do to teach the children. As Swami Chinmayananda says, give our children values, not valuables. So Sapna actually carries that mission in a different way. Their values are the ones we see here today. Preserving the culture and promoting our Indian culture here. They are actually strengthening the roots of our Indian culture by doing all these programs. The service they have provided to this great community, India and US both, in front of their service, whatever we are doing, it's just a drop in the ocean. And we follow their footsteps to do more service to our community, whether it is in India or in the US. And my passion is to promote value-based leadership in children and youth, and women empowerment based on values. Without values, we cannot really have a fulfilled life. In our culture, it says, Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita. If you respect, if you preserve, you protect your Dharma and follow the Dharma, Dharma will protect you back. The values are the ones which will give us the oxygen to protect our Dharma. So, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I humbly give my respects to all of you, and hopefully, pray God, give more opportunities to serve the community, to encourage civic leadership and also value-based leadership in youth, in our Indo-American children, and also in Indian community. Thank you.